I work outside. It's colder at 8 o'clock when the sun's just coming up.
Yeah.
Than it is at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so it's like a weird thing.
I don't know why it's weird.
I wonder why that is. That's interesting.
Yeah, I could never tell you why.
Yeah,
but that's just I can tell you for a fact that it is a thing.
Yeah, he
Like
checks the thermometer every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just check when I can't see me plums. They go. They disappear at 8 o'clock every day.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Alex, Mitch and Trent show.
That's a good one.
This is another one.
Another one.
May as well call us DJ.
Yeah.
Where are we now? I don't know what episode something, and we're still going.
Episode 83? I don't know.
What does this mean?
This episode has been recorded in advance, just a heads up. So if this does make it to air, then we haven't been cancelled. So if you're hearing us right now, we have survived.
It's a week after the
Yeah. So
podcast. Yeah.
We have survived.
Yeah, still here.
If this doesn't air,
Still alive, barely breathing.
link it back to the cold morning thing. Really random. I just thought I'd probably one of the greatest purchases I've made, other than Step On Underwear, which will sponsor us soon.
Bamboo sock?
Bamboo socks. Yeah, no. Every morning when I go,
them for years.
where do I start my car in the morning to heat it up, and I blast the windscreen and the
So like everybody
the
else.
demister,
Everybody
the
else.
demister, yeah. Everyone else in the world,
Yeah.
except I've got a heated seat.
Okay,
That's
right.
put on the high.
Yeah.
So every morning when I get out, I get the toasty bum.
Are you the kind of guy that goes out and warms your car up? You are, aren't you? You're the kind of guy that goes out and warm your car up before you...
Not so much for the benefits of the engine, like, those hardcore, I'll make sure your car's warm for you. No, I'm doing it so the screen's not fogged, and so my butt's warm. So there's two simple things to the equation. Not because I care for my car.
My priorities are A, I can see, and B, my ass is warm.
Warm and toasty
You have a
bum.
30-minute drive or whatever it is. Like mine, I'm
Mine's 15
literally
minutes.
6 minutes up the road. Like the longest, it takes me longer to get a coffee through my coffee drive-throughs than it does for me to get to work.
What coffee did you get?
Oh,
Oh, I want to hear it.
do you want to hear it?
Yeah, considering non-coffee drinker. I
And you
still
know
wanna
what? There's 4 workers at this coffee shop, and they all know it without me having to say it.
hear it. They know you by name? They go, yeah.
Nah, they call me Jez because we had a... I share an account with Jez, and then every few coffees you get it free. So we just use the same account instead of having one each. Fuck it, everyone's Jez. So
That is amazing.
I drive in, they're like the usual thanks, and it's a medium strong caramel latte, extra hot.
Nice. I used to do
Extra
something,
hot?
I used to do something
Extra
similar.
hot because for me,
Oh, by the time
I
you
get
get
it. By the time I get to work, I've probably had one sip, and then I've got to open up my whole branch.
Oh, okay.
So I've got like 3 gates, 6 doors, 2 like big roller door things. By the time I
And a
open all that,
partridge and a pear tree.
yeah. By the time I open all that and then sit down
Day of Bowens.
to
Sorry.
have a proper sip or whatever, that's when it's perfect temperature.
Oh, okay,
I used to do the
nice.
same thing.
I'm proud of you.
with
That's
the,
good.
With the coffee.
Routine.
Jez got me on that.
That's routine as well.
That's my
Go, Mitchell Coy.
There you go.
Sorry, Tross.
I used to do the
Sleep
same
in
thing.
and still get my medium strong caramel latte extra hot.
I used to do the same thing with the the coffee, but with the Subway. And is that I'd go find 4 people at my work and go to Subway and have the punch card.
Yeah.
And so you get the free 6-inch each time. And so
2 for 1, dude. That's good.
Yeah, that's not bad. And for a whole year, I used to get everyone's lunch, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I would, for about a year, I didn't pay for my Subway meals.
That's pretty good.
And now they're listening to this and they're going to want their money back. You're going to get cancelled. You're going to get cancelled again.
Cancelled by Subway. That's an achievement.
Alex, I want to know that your routine. I think your routine is very interesting. You're the only person I know who has a routine Monday to Friday. And
Yeah.
I think the listeners would be very interested to know just how you kind of live your life in that regard there.
I reckon after this, I've heard the polls are really, really big.
Yeah.
I've heard it from...
Polls did really good.
Yeah, I actually did. I was being sarcastic. But now I've
Polls
learned
never
something.
agree with you. The polls never agree.
No, I know. That's what, so I reckon we should have a poll after what you just said to hear, was Alex's story interesting, yes or no? And if you're wrong, then you're wrong. So I hope you're right.
20 fake accounts. And
Interesting.
the polls always agree with me.
Okay. It was so funny. The first poll we ever did, or the first poll we did was for the lazy off.
Yeah.
And the first thing I saw, I was like, "Ooh, Alex!" I picked myself for the laziest, and then I looked at the percentage, and I was high. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "This doesn't make sense."
I went through my account and I used the podcast
You're a
account
dog.
to vote on ourselves. Alex.
I literally saw the poll for ourselves. I was like, "Who's lazy?" Alex, Mitch. I'm like, Alex is a nice name. I didn't click myself.
You can see who did, and you can tell the people who just wanted to pick your name. Like,
Yeah.
I can see.
It would have been Jimmy. Jimmy up there. So. Yeah. All right. The routine I've got: wake up in the morning. I pretty much quick shower. Have to shower in the morning to wake up. That's just a part of my routine. Shower at night as well before bed. So 2 showers a day. Yeah. Lots of water.
2 showers
lots
a
of,
day?
yeah. Lots of ones to wake me up. To a month, mate. For you.
He likes to be
Hey,
clean.
better.
You have.
I'm a
I actually had 2 today, actually, because I had to get my hair cut.
My man. Good job.
Hey, look at you go.
Anyway.
You could have like quadrupled your numbers.
No, that's me for the week.
Your yearly quote.
Tuesday. Beauty.
You just met your yearly quote.
That's it. Look at world. I'm a new me.
Yeah, wake up, have a shower, just a normal brush your teeth. Have my shake in the morning on the way in the car while I'm driving. Just shimmy shake in the car with my heated seat in the morning. Get the car going.
Yeah.
Head to work. After work, when I come back, I got this specific routine. It doesn't really have to be in a specific order. Actually, it kind of does. I'll kind of explain it. So I come home. As soon as I get home, this is an interesting fact. You'll learn something about me. I can't wait for everyone to hate this in the polls. So while I'm driving home, I don't know if this is highly illegal or not, but while I'm driving, because Converse are annoying to take off, I already start taking my shoes off in the car while I'm driving. So just like I know none of the viewers can't see this. None of the viewers can see this, and I don't know if this is going to make it to air.
Listeners. Okay, myself, Trent, and Mitch are all giving Alexi a puzzled expression.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah, thank you. So as I'm driving,
So you're driving home.
Driving home, yes. So like, imagine you're, I don't know, like you're sitting with your leg up against your other leg, like up on top, or I just reach down and I just start loosening my shoelace. So by the time I get to the door, I can just slide them off. So I'm all about efficiency, and Converse are annoying to take off.
Yeah.
So by the time I get to the door,
I'm going to buy you a pair of shoes with zips like these for
Yeah,
for
I
your
mean, like,
birthday.
just
I'm not wearing
work
boots.
out your slip-ons.
No, they're
man.
not-
Converse, I'm
Work
always
out some slip-ons.
I'm going to be
So many
buried in
shoes.
Converse.
That's fair. No, we all have our
I
brands.
live for
Yeah,
Converse,
you're
and that is me.
yeah, I'm Jordan. I
Yeah,
love Jordans.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
that. I understand.
So in the
Which is
car,
nice.
just quickly loosen up my shoelace by the time I get to home. Walk in, take shoes off. Usually head straight down, put my bag away. Oh, forgot to mention the most important part of my routine. Every morning I make my bed, no matter what. It is
Well,
not
it is well known that you make your bed in the
a
morning.
single time that I will not make my bed. I have to make my bed. I don't care if I'm late. The bed must be made. Referring to that earlier podcast we had about if I could give a tip to anyone, make sure you make your bed. Because you come home to it and it's always going to be there perfect. So come in, shoes are off. I need to set my clothes out for the next day. So I do that later in the thing. The first thing I do is I go in, put my bag down. I start preparing dinner, and sometimes it changes. Sometimes I eat first, or sometimes I shower first. But I'll shower, get in my PJs. But while I'm doing that, I'll already have fed Dre, so my dog. I'd get his food, put in a bowl, put it out. While he's eating the food, I'll shower for efficiency. By the time I get out, he's finished. I send him out. Then once he's finished, then I'll cook all my food, and then whatever I cook for dinner, then sometimes there's leftovers the next day. Then I set up my clothes for the next day, and that's the full routine. So every single day I do that.
It sounds. He went through it, and I get it. You're correct. Boring as shit. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
However,
I never said it was fun.
No. However,
It's such a longer routine than I thought.
I'm fascinated by this, the thought process behind it all. It inspires me some days to get my shit together for the day, because like sometimes I'm just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Let's fucking go.
But
I'm also I just want people to understand the psyche of Alex.
yeah, I think it's the whole being prepared.
Yeah.
It's just like that could link to anxiety as well. Like the whole there must be a structured order. If I do all those things, like I can then
Relax,
happily
turn off.
game. I
Turn
can
off.
turn off. I can relax. I can just not worry about it. But if those things aren't done, like right now, they're not done. I'm like emotionally crying. No, I'm fine.
No. So you're having anxiety right now.
I don't want to be here. No. Now, I know that once this is done, I'm going to do my routine and then I'll follow all the suit of it. But yeah, that's just my daily routine that I have Monday to Friday. Changes on the weekend slightly.
I didn't realize there was that many.
But I'm so efficient, Mitchell.
He walks in. I feel like when I talk to him when he walks in, it's like I can't disrupt. He's on a mission.
I'm on autopilot. He's on autopilot.
Autopilot.
You're on auto toilet.
It
runs to the toilet.
And I feel really bad to interrupt him, but I'm so fascinated by it.
You just follow him around.
He's doing. I'm in the lounge and I'm just watching him go, and he does it every day.
Yeah. It's like a mission. It's like a task that needs to be done.
It's the final fucking hurdle.
Yeah, it is. And I actually, it's sad. I'm to a point. That's when I know I'm getting older. I actually enjoy it. Like I feel like I'm not saying I go and feed the dog and I'm like, oh, this is great. No. But I'm saying
second shower for the day. Awesome. Hashtag winning.
It brings satisfaction to me knowing that I've done it. It's like, do this. The reward is now I get to chill. And by doing that every single time, like having that continuous routine, I love it.
Was your childhood completely disorganized?
Oh, horrifically disorganized. No routines at all.
Okay, so this is you being your adult self, correcting that.
How long does that often take?
Well, Mitchell, I love you, man. I love you. Don't worry. So that's the thing. When I explained it all step by step,
sound like a lot.
It does. And it is a lot of stuff, technically. Oh,
yeah, 20
I forgot to mention as well.
That's like so much.
Yeah, it does. Like, and between that, like if I've got a load of washing I'd put that on before I go. Yeah, I'll put that on.
I'm not discrediting a single thing, but that sounds like fucking
Mitchell.
torture.
But that's fine.
That's just my mindset. That's
that's fine. There's nothing. Yeah, that's, Mitchell. The reason why, like I was saying, why it's great because of that satisfaction after once it's done. But I've made it that efficient. It could not be any more efficient.
Yeah.
Like Mitchell, I literally walk in.
I'm fascinated by it because what you do, it sounds like a lot, but he knocks it out in like half an hour.
Even less sometimes. I could smash all that out like without the cooking and the dinner. That's the only thing that takes time.
Even then
I can smash all those routines out in like 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes longer if I really want to chill. But think about it. I'm that prepared. On my drive home, I'm getting my shoes off because I know that's gonna waste time.
We forgot about the shoe thing.
Yeah.
Do you take them out from work where they are, or do you just leave them underneath you where you're there?
No, that would be illegal. I just loosen my shoelace.
Oh, you just loosen them up.
So then they're ready to school. I'm not taking shoes off while I'm driving. I'm just loosening them. So when I walk in, I can take them off.
Another thing I've learnt now. Is when I'm so fascinated by this.
Yeah.
Now I know when you go to take your shoes off, you've already pre-loosened
I've already pre-loosened them. Yeah.
That's insane.
And then straight in BLine and just. I nailed by the time I have my shower, my dog's fed. So I make sure that dog's fed first. While he's eating, I'll shower. So as soon as this podcast's done, that exact routine's going to happen.
And while all this routine's happening, your brain's firing off all this serotonin.
Correct.
And you're getting fucking high off it.
I'm loving it. I'm like, yeah, baby.
By insane, self-discipline. That's discipline. That's a lot. That's good.
I listened when you were like, trust me, make your bed. It'll change your life. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. Did it once, and I was like, wow, this is actually quite nice. The second day, I was in a rush, and it didn't look nice. I fucking cracked it. I fucking ripped the doona off and went to work, and I was just in a shit mood. It just wouldn't sit pretty, and I was like, this is fucking shit.
Self-discipline.
Full starfishing on to try and make it look nice and pretty, and it just wouldn't work. I cracked it.
How do you have time to make your bed in the morning? Because like
I didn't, but I tried.
But I legit
how good was that feeling? Coming back the first, but how good was that feeling? I tell you what, whenever you go look in that room after work, it is always going to be ready to go.
It's grouse because I leave early for work, and so Key is still in bed when I leave for work.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
good system.
She makes it then. I come home and the bed's made. I'm like, fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really good. And I didn't even have to make the bed. Don't get me wrong. However, I couldn't even imagine even if I was in that bed on my own. I have timed my thing because I get so little sleep. Try and get as much little sleep as I can. Does that make sense?
Tack naps.
Yeah. But also like. I've timed it now, so when I sleep if I get my 6 hours, if I'm lucky, I wake up at 4:20 a.m. I then,
You know what?
I go
It's a good time to wake up. Just really for a 5 o'clock stuff for me, for 5:30. That's a good time to wake up. Gives you 20 minutes to do.
I shit, but I've worked it out. My shit takes 4 minutes. All right, so I'm in the shower.
You're shooting logs, mate.
No, I'm in and out of that shit in 4 minutes.
You're an efficient pooer.
Efficient pooer. I'm in the shower.
I'm efficient too because it's three times a week.
Yeah. I've got some prunes for you, mate. If you need, I got some prune tablet.
I'm then in and out of the shower in 6 minutes. So I'm back in the room getting changed at 4:30.
Yeah.
All right, and then getting changed, getting ready, putting my uniform on, and then I'm leaving for work at 4:44, and I know I'll make the clock on machine at work at 5:05.
Yeah, you get the 6 minutes.
The 6 minute
nice.
leeway sort of thing, and
Yeah.
I've got that game down to a pack. And if I'm
how long's your shower system? How long's your shower take usually?
3 to 4,
3 to 4 minutes. That is a good time. Can you believe it? In 3 to 4 minutes, Trent manages to flood the shower every morning.
No.
I'm talking about the mat every time.
Oh yeah, because Alex, what you do, you dry yourself in the shower.
Yeah. So this is another. No. Let me explain that.
You dry yourself?
Yeah, no. So you know
I don't have
when
time for that in the morning when I
the
shower.
technically the whole function of the shower mat is so you can stand on it and drip. Yeah, that's okay. That's the function of it. The way that Trent does it. So I'll explain how I weirdly do what I do. The way Trent does it, I don't know how he does it. I wish there was
He
a
brings an
camera.
ocean with him.
He literally, I think the moment the water stops, he slams the door open and jumps head first down.
That's how I'm making the time. I am.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now I know why. You know the shoelace? This is me. So every time he comes out of that shower, that mat is it's a river. It's a river.
I try and shake like a dog.
Hang on,
in
but-
the shower,
So listen, I don't know if people do this, but I turn off the water.
Yeah.
And I sort of
That's
just
what
use my
I
hands
do.
and I just sort
That's
of
what I do.
just a quick zoop zoop.
Oh, I
zoop.
shake like a dog. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong.
That's
So I
try
do-
the
I do-
hand technique.
I do
and
arm,
the hair.
arm,
Oh, I haven't
chest,
got. I haven't
Yes.
got that. So.
No,
Yes.
have you
exactly.
actually tried
Yeah,
this?
but I'll let it run down
I
me
shake
crack.
the dog.
I'll leave
No,
my
no,
back
dog
alone
doesn't
and let
work.
it
No,
just
no,
run.
no.
Yeah, don't worry about
Try
Look
it,
at that.
and then the next time I'll go. I'll see how you go. But
Yeah.
I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I do that, but I also have the towel over the top, so I just do like a quick, like a 2 second, and then I walk out and I'm dry on the mat. 2, 3. Oh, I do the legs. I do the leg as well.
Mitch just stood
I do
up
okay,
and just
boys,
demonstrated.
yeah, boys and girls, yeah. To give you a visual, basically. Oh, sorry, amigos. I gotta use that more reference. I said it backwards. Mitchell basically grabbed his hands. You could say like he's holding a can of Coke, and he basically pushing the water off his skin, and that's basically what I do.
Because
and
as a-
what we all do, we
As
just
a,
found
as
out.
a man, water gets trapped in the hair. So by doing what Mitch just showed us,
I'm quite hairy, so I probably.
Yeah,
probably
same
won't
here.
go wrong.
That's
and I think you're very hairy.
yeah.
You're very
I'm,
hairy.
I'm
Trent.
hairy, but he's
Yeah,
Not-
I think
not
we
very-
all are.
yeah.
And so, yeah, doing that just gets rid of all the water that's trapped under the hair, and there's quite a lot when you do that.
So that's why,
wiping
but
thing.
he does. I think he goes out and does it on the mat, and that's why it's so weird. Because it's now a one-time use mat. So like when I walk in there, flood. Like imagine you walk in them with socks, they're gone. Your socks are now
don't walk in
they're
there with socks.
sloppy
But
socks.
you don't walk into a bathroom with socks.
No one wants a sloppy, and I've always said that.
a sloppy sock.
Sloppy anything.
Sloppy sock.
Sloppy sock.
All about the sloppy seconds.
I see what I'm doing wrong. I thought it wouldn't be so much of an issue now that I haven't got hair, but still is obviously an issue. I'm gonna stop shaking like a dog and just try that method. It might just
Yeah,
Dude,
so
literally.
however, like this.
Chest.
yeah.
chest,
I know.
legs.
I get it. I
Whoa, Jesus. He's like, whoa. No, but I'm a front showerer. So
We're learning new stuff.
So I wash my back and my ass first, and then I face the water and don't stand under it. And then I just wash my front and let the water just sort of run on my front.
So your default stance would be chest to the water.
Correct.
I think
That's
I do
so
that
weird.
as well.
Are you kidding me? Back to the water, and then
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The only time it's back to the water is when I'm washing my hair. 'Cause it's hard.
I haven't thought about it that
I don't want my
much.
hand
Now
to
I'm
suck on
gonna
my
go
face.
and have
water.
I'll let you know when I have my shower. I'm just like,
Well, really? I usually that's
doing a
like
handstand.
Especially because of where my shower head is at my joint.
That's my last,
it's a
like-
shitty angle.
that's my last like 30 seconds. Is just like turning around, blasting myself in the face with water to wake myself up.
Yeah, but where my shower head is, it doesn't hit my head unless I go under it.
What kind of shower head do you have?
Don't get me fucking started. It's a great shower head. It does the job, and it comes
Isn't
off.
yours similar?
That's the
No,
thing.
yours is
I'll do it to
similar to
myself.
ours.
Yeah, it's the same. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you tell me you have some sort of weird shower where it doesn't like
No, it's
stand
just
above you?
it's more me lazy when I shower. So
Okay,
it comes off. I can take the head off and do the whole whooshka whooshka.
Whooshka whooshka, yeah.
But I don't. I just leave it. And the way
do
that it's
that.
angled for a tall person is just a bit fucking awkward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
And instead of fixing it, I've just like.
I
just-
think it's another poll in this. Is like, do you shower front to the shower, like so water's running down your chest first, or is it running down your back first? Well, I think it's a poll there.
I love these
we're making
polls.
polls.
I'm on board with these polls, Trent. Great idea, mate.
Poll
We'd
it up.
like to know what the amigos think.
Next week's topic: polls. Have you walked into one before?
Have you danced on one?
Find someone who has good routine, and then you balance each other
You know,
out.
you know what? I'll
He
go-
has changed my life, and I am now a productive human in this society.
There you go. I'll tell you a fun fact.
Perfect match.
You guys might not know this. There were days.
Sorry.
This is I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's all mixed into one for me. Primary school and high school. But there were mornings where I'd get waken up. Oh, go have a shower, and I'd go in there, shut the door,
You fucking
turn the shower on, and just stand in the mirror like, and then turn the shower on, splash some water on my face, and come out like I'm ready for the day. Not often, but sometimes I just didn't like. It was really cold. Say it was like freezing cold in the morning. Anyway,
That is straight.
That was a
that is
long
straight
time ago.
defiance, bro. That's
that's a long time ago. Sorry, Mum.
I'm so glad. That doesn't have to go to air, but if it does,
does.
Throw it up there.
that's amazing.
Cancel me out there.
I love you, bro.
Alex, I think you have to throw to a certain someone for a certain something.
All right, Trenny, ready for the All right. I want to spice things up, but then sometimes there's nothing wrong with a bit of routine. Jason. It is time
Yes.
for my favorite time, which is the producer's pick. So take it away.
Thank you, Alex.
I like it.
And now, to our discerning listeners, our amigos, it is now that time of the show. The producers Thank you very much.
Sensational stuff.
Thank you. Okay, so this is our free bowling episode where pretty much the boys have just been talking about
I'm
whatever they
currently
want.
freeballing.
Nice.
Well, that was actually leading into my producer's pick question,
Oh, really?
I gathered.
which is to free ball or not to free ball, and if you guys free ball, otherwise knowing as going commando.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So,
Otherwise, knowing he's not wearing any jocks.
thank you, Mitch.
In
Well.
English, yeah.
Yep. So, boys, do you free ball? Yes, no, sometimes. Let me know what you do and when you do it. Trent.
Me? Do I free ball? Well, I'm currently free balling. Like I said, right now I'm free balling. However, I'm not a public free baller. I am very much in the comfort of your own home. You should be able to free ball within reason. Obviously, if you're a share house, don't go rocking around with your nothing on. We're not talking about nudity here. We're talking about free balling.
What's that noise? Thwack, 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 thwack.
I am a at home thing. If I leave the house, and it does happen from time to time, and I'm not wearing underwear under the pants, it feels wrong. It feels weird.
Do you wear them over the pants?
Under the pants.
Is there another way to wear them?
You don't wear it's Superman.
You don't wear them on your head, Alex?
Like, I will just interject and say, having your soldier boy rubbing straight up against denim
Oh no, you don't do
is
that.
not,
Don't do that to yourself.
no.
Oh,
It's
I
not
would.
that comfortable.
Hey, you imagine the zip?
Hey, Jason, I got a question for you.
Yes.
What kind of overalls does Mario wear?
Mario
Yeah.
from Super Mario.
Yeah.
What kind of overalls?
Yeah, what kind of overalls does he wear?
Red ones?
Denim, denim, denim.
Denim,
Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim.
Oh,
Denim, denim, denim.
can't even do.
That was so worth it.
You got me good. You got me good.
That is the greatest joke of all time.
Live on air.
No, well, not a free. Yeah, I prefer being a private free baller. It's my game.
No, I respect that answer, Trent. Couldn't agree more with you. But I am going to completely disagree in every way because when we do get a sponsor from Step One Underwear, that will happen one day. I've never had to free ball because wearing Step One underwear, it feels like you're free balling every day. It is that they are that good. I actually you forget you're wearing them. They're that comfortable, and they are the greatest things. So my endeavour to still get this sponsorship will continue, and I'll keep hounding them on social media until we get one. So yeah, Mitchell, what about you, young man?
Without going into too much detail, yes, I free ball rather often in random places, and will continue to do so.
So when
Step on underwear or not.
Or not?
So when we look at you, we should be thinking: is he free balling or is he not? Is it like a mood thing? Will it improve your mood? Will it bring down your mood? Or how's that
No,
work?
it's just sometimes I feel like not wearing it.
Sometime maybe good.
Sometimes maybe shit. Yep.
So you're the wild card.
Wild card.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, see,
Yep.
you got three very, very different people. You've got one that loves and wants a sponsor. You've got one that
to sell
respects his
out.
privacy.
Who was that, Alexi?
And then you got the wild card. I love that. Three very different humans sharing one room and one
That's
podcast
the podcast.
with the amazing Jason.
The podcast, one free balls. One doesn't, and one does the privacy at home, and one wants to sell out.
Mate, I'd sell out in a heartbeat for Step On
with
Underwear.
you. Step One Underwear. Where are you?
Where you at, though?
Hashtag not sponsored yet.
Okay, so you need to do an outro based on the free balling one.
Is that
Is that-
an outro?
It was a great outro.
So hang on, is that correct? The outro that we're doing now will be for the free balling episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sec. Yeah.
But don't we just say goodbye? Just don't we just...
That's all we have
For
to
the
Hey, he's just
feel
going to
like-
say goodbye. Doesn't matter what the content is. We're saying goodbye. Go.
Thank you all for listening to the free
Not a chance. Not a chance.
It lacks Gus and my left toe.
Alex did a really good thing talking about all these routines that he has. You've been getting a
I
good
think
routine
you
on
guys-
these outros. I
See-
want you to keep it going, Trent.
You know what everyone's missing right now? Is that I just got cut down for about 2 minutes. And you expect me to come in with some energy?
we were just trying to get the...
You ruined the outro.
Literally.
So, if you want my energy levels to come back up again,
I love the
all
Tony
right,
goes.
please rate us 5 stars where you can.
I love when he gets that tone, that. And then you butchered it.
If you want me to come in to the intro with a little bit of energy,
Outro.
And he's on fire. That's the outro. That's the outro.
no,
Tune in next week.
tune in
Oh,
next
don't,
week.
Alex. Mitch will be here regardless. Good one, Trent, amigos. Nah, my favourite is when Mitchell tries not to laugh because he pulls his face.
My fucking ribs are falling out of my arms.
My ribs are falling at my ass.
Okay.
All right.
I got it.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to add that.
It is what it is. All right.
And it isn't what it isn't.
Okay.